everyone shoots the basketball well, and they're really unselfish. So, but definitely a big win for us tonight.
Coach, thank you so much. And if you'll raise your hand, we'll bring a microphone over for questions for the student athletes.
Kevin, just talk about playing against McNeil and what the challenges that brought. And you got a lot of time out there, not always on him, but y'all had to be aware of what he was doing.
Well, when he penetrates, he uses his body really well. He gets in between you and the basket. Strong. He's a strong player. You know, he puts his head down. He goes straight for the basket every time. So I mean, it wasn't a one-man job to guard him. It took the whole team. You know, then you got to close out on their shooters. So playing against him, it was tough.
Michael, difference between last night and tonight. What you personally, what was the difference?
I think that my head was maybe more in the game with the game plan that we want to do, and I got back to pushing the ball. Maybe I prepared better, got some good rest, and I just got back to really pushing the ball and getting the spots that I've gotten to before and worked, and I didn't try to force any action and just let just go off what the defense gave me. I'm getting back to that.
We kind of talked about this earlier in the week, but the way you get them playing defense, but then they kind of have a little more freedom on offense, and even they throw a couple lobs late, one you probably didn't like and one you did, but just does that mindset help them play better in those tight moments, that they're just being who they are?
Well, these guys are good basketball players. They really are. I mean, they've been in different places, have been really successful and won a lot of games, and have been under some great coaches, and I trust their abilities. Offensively, I just want to keep our turnovers down and play unselfish basketball, and I think we'll get the shots that they want, that we want, that I want. But when you have a team that guards the way that we're capable of guarding, that does give us a little freedom offensively to maybe make some mistakes, But of course, we like to play mistake-free basketball, but that's pretty much impossible to do. So I just trust these guys, and they want to make the right plays, and they're being aggressive, and they're trying to make plays for each other, and that's what I want them to do. Some of those lob plays, it was one late that, oh yeah, you do that, didn't you? Yeah, it was one late, and actually I felt like it was the right play. It's things that we work on. We have guys that can go up and go get it, and some people may throw a bad bounce pass or a bad chest pass, but we throw sometimes we may throw a bad lob pass, but we have the guys that can go get them, and it's a high percentage shot for us. And as the season goes along, these guys have just built a good chemistry offensively, and so they kind of know what spots that's appropriate for.
Do we have other questions for the student athletes? We'll let them, in just a few moments, go back and get their rest.
There you go.
Guys, congratulations. We'll see you Tuesday night, and Coach will have you just stay for a couple more questions. Thank you.
Be careful.
Celebrate.
No, we're going to rest.
They're going to rest.
We're going to rest. We celebrated already.
Any questions for Coach Haggerty? If you'll just raise your hand. One minute.
You've got the chance to watch Arkansas Tech twice now. If you just share your thoughts on them.
They're really good. I felt I knew they were a good offensive team, and they've showed two sides of what they're capable of doing. I thought the first game they shot incredibly well from the three-point line. They've got forwards that can pick and pop, that can make shots. And then tonight in Tarleton, I felt like they guarded like I didn't know they were capable of doing. I really thought they got after them. They hedged well. They got back well. Their team defense was really solid. I mean, they're just a good basketball team. I know Coach Carlson, I mean, he does a great job with them. He's got a lot of good talent, and he's got a deep team also. So, I mean, it's going to be a tough but fun matchup come Tuesday.
Talk about tonight, just the overall scoring depth you guys have. It doesn't like me.
Yeah, it always happens to you.
Yeah, it does. Something about my voice, I don't know. But I think it was 8 guys who scored at least 6 points, so just spreading the wealth around. Just talk a little about that.
I mean, that's just typical of our basketball team, the way it's been all year long. We just don't get it from one guy. There are different parts of the game. There are guys maybe take over. And I feel like it's just hard to scout us. It's hard to guard us. And I just trust in the possession. If we're being aggressive and unselfish and we take care of the basketball, I feel like we'll get the right shot that we want, and the way we chase it, on the offensive glass. I thought Thomas Colbert and Derek Thomas made some big plays on offensive glass tonight. And, that's something we all know DT is capable of that. And it's just a luxury when you have guys that, even though they don't play many minutes, they impact the basketball game. And, we talk about when you get to this level, this level of competition, each possession becomes more important. And so, those possessions where a guy comes off the bench and gives 4 points, those are 4 big points. So.
We have time for a final question for Coach Haggerty. We'll let him go get some rest also.
Wipe my head off.
That's right.
Yeah.
Oh, go ahead. Over here. She's got it in front of her.
Yes, sir.
Y'all are not shooting threes very well. Are you just going to keep shooting them, hoping they're going to fall? I mean, 5 out of 21 night.
We didn't shoot them well over the last 2 games, but we shot them well in the tournament. And I just feel like we shoot the right ones. I'm confident that they'll go in. We found different ways to win throughout the season. I think we'll continue to do that. If someone shoots a bad shot and it doesn't go in, I feel one way, but when they shoot a bad one and it goes in, I feel another way, So again, I just trust these guys, and of course I get on them sometimes for making bad shots or taking bad shots, but these guys are confident in themselves, and sometimes guys get caught up in the moment and they're able to make plays, and sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. But I think when it got down to it, we shot the right ones and we shared the basketball well, and we got it inside, or we were able to get something to the basket. And, when we're guarding the way we're guarding and we're able to get stops and rebounds and steals, usually we turn those into baskets pretty well. It's great. It's absolutely great. It's a good half for us, you're right. But, it's something we talked about, and I'm just happy by the way our guys responded tonight, because I really didn't feel like we definitely didn't play our best ball last night, and our guys responded well tonight, and hopefully we can get a little better Tuesday night. We'll need to.
Any final questions for Coach Haggerty? We'll let him finish the evening. Coach? Oh, sure.
What happened to him?
I saw what happened to him. He said he knocked knees with the guy. So luckily it wasn't, I don't think it's anything major. I mean, he's ready to go back in the game. I'm still worried about if he's telling me the truth, but he's, we all